Hi everyone, it's Az here from HeelvsBabyface. Remember Loki? I'm trying hard to forget. Remember Sylvie, aka female Loki, aka the bestest ever, aka master of pet Loki, aka the bestest at everything, aka taught herself magic at the age of 6 because she's wonderful, aka the main character in the show of Loki and not Loki, aka... Need I go on? Okay. I think I made my point. Anywho, the third episode. Oh boy. The third episode was absolutely dreadful. It was walking and talking, and by the way, the dialogue was garbage. I've seen a couple of reviews where some people going, "Oh, the dialogue and exchange was so good." No, if you think that's good dialogue, unfortunately, you've been brought up in recent years on a diet of absolute and mitigated garbage, and you probably wouldn't know a good script if it smacked you over the face. The conversation between them was meaningless, was useless. Loki just became this sad puppy. He's lost all his powers are gone. I don't know what on earth has happened to his powers, because he's back on a planet where he can use them, and he did display that he can change clothes and make fireworks appear from his fingertips. But when it actually came to just dealing with some plebeian humans, this is Loki, god of deception, god of lies, god of mischief. The person that nearly took over the Earth and defeated the Avengers, who could catch an arrow out of midair fired by Hawkeye, gets himself thrown out of a window by a couple of regular people. And then female Loki had to jump after him. She wasn't defeated, but she had to jump after him so, you know, they could be together because he had the hoofa-doofa. He's been absolutely a second-rate character in his own show, which is terrible because Tom Hiddleston is a good actor and I really like Tom Hiddleston. And once again, Marvel have not subverted our expectations in the slightest. This is so freaking predictable now. It's boring. Where, of course, they bait and switch the character to some whammon character who's the bestest ever, never earns anything, never has to go through any hardship, never has to overcome anything whatsoever. She's just great. And then the male characters, of course, have to sit next to them and say, "Do you know what, Stronk Whammon? You're amazing." I swear to God, history will look back upon this period of time as some of the most in history. Anywho, the Radio Times, but brother to the BBC, says exclusives. Loki star says she wouldn't turn her nose up at playing a Time Lord as fans make Doctor Who comparisons. Fans compared Loki's third episode to Doctor Who. Yes, they did. I heard this quite a bit. And do you know how it went? It went, Loki episode 3 was like a really terrible episode of Doctor Who. That's how the comparison went. And I heard it aplenty. Oh, and it turns out our Lady Loki, she doesn't want to be called Loki. How dare you disrespect the whammon? She wants to be known as Sylvie, not Loki, Sylvie. She's above Loki. Loki wears a bland beige suit so that the whammon can wear the Loki outfit, but it's not the Loki outfit, it's the Sylvie outfit. So she can look cool in some sort of outfit, and Loki can look like a pleb because he's a pleb in his own show. She wouldn't mind stepping into the TARDIS, hopefully, and fucking off to some time that we never see them again. The third episode of Loki saw Tom Hiddleston's God of Mischief sort of bond with his female variant, Sylvie. Now then, I'm not exactly sure what the sort of, which side it's meant to go on. Hiddleston's God of Mischief, sort of, which makes more sense because he's just a fucking useless bint. And I use the word bint even though he's male because he's Sylvie's bitch. The Bond side, sort of, well, no, they didn't bond at all. They had some inane conversation. Loki suddenly fell in love with her for no reason whatsoever. They sat down, had a couple of drinks, and went, hey, as a bisexual. And then the showrunner took to Twitter and went, the goal of this series was for me to make Loki canonically bisexual because that's what I am. And I can only insert myself into a character and not vice versa because I'm such a fucking selfish narcissist. Okay. We're getting really sick of them. We're getting really sick of them. You know, it's getting very boring. The third entry of the 6-part series, please finish quickly, offered a dramatic shift in tone, pacing, and set design. Yeah, it looked cheap. The writing was hot garbage. It was boring as fuck because all they did was walk and talk and sit and talk and nothing actually happened. And the events of the previous episode actually turned out later to be completely irrelevant. So why even have it in the first place? Don't know. Let's carry on. As the pair time jumped to the soon-to-be-destroyed planet of Lamentis. Many fans were quick to point out the similarities between the third episode and Doctor Who, which often features time travel. Yes, 2 people traveling in time, ergo must be Doctor Who. Would be buddies. They weren't buddies. They don't like, well, they potentially didn't like each other. Then Loki just fell in love with her for no reason. And then, like I said, they just decided to say, hey, where'd you put your genitalia? Oh, I put my genitalia into both men and women. Thank you for establishing that. Let's just sit here and talk 20 minutes about it. And Sophie Di Martino, who plays Sylvie, agrees that it sounded like some time travel-y shite. Yeah. I see what they mean about the episode. The duo as well. She told Radio Times, we're each other's companions. No, he's your pet. He's your pet, and you're leading him around like a pet. When asked if she could see herself as the Doctor, or maybe even the Master, she said, I wouldn't turn my nose up at it. But I haven't really given it much thought. To be honest, I haven't read any of that stuff. Well, it's a TV program, so you could watch it instead if you wanted to. I mean, yes, they have done books, but it's predominantly a TV show. And there's a lot of audios which you can listen to. It's great, yeah, you wouldn't turn your nose up at it, but you haven't a clue what it's about, really, apart from time traveling and 2 people. But don't worry about that. With rumours of Jodie Whittaker to be leaving Doctor Who after its upcoming 13th season, please beg, please God, make it happen, gaining traction, anything is possible. She added, it's exciting though. I just like that people, you know, have all these theories and are being inspired by Loki. It's great to watch. What? Sorry, how are they being inspired by Loki? Hey, look, you're copying Doctor Who. Oh, that's great. Thank you. That's wonderful. They're inspired by Loki. They're inspired by our inability to craft anything really unique or different whatsoever. And it's very generic and boring. Thank you so much. Particularly the recent Doctor Who. Ay, chihuahua. Episode 3 was almost like doing a play. Instead of waiting for Godot, it should have been called Waiting for Something to Happen. Which I suppose is actually Waiting for Godot, let's just be honest. You really got to get onto a depth level. No, you didn't. Into their story of banter, their relationship, and how that is changing. No, not really. It didn't make any sense. And it was also really refreshing just to do some proper dialogue scenes. The dialogue was hot garbage. Because up to that point, I think it'd just been beating up people. No. Up to that point, you hadn't been in the show. Do you even know the show that you've been in? Oh, never mind. Fuck it. So it was really great to really get in there and do some character work with the two of them. I would agree that there is actually some character work going on here. I mean, I would say it's character assassination work, because Loki is an absolute bitch, as I've mentioned. And now the Loki that we love, the mischievous, the god of mischief, the god of lies, the god of deception, all this kind of stuff is now just reduced to a blubbering pleb who likes to get led around the universe by his better female self and then gets killed trying to profess his love for himself in the next episode because the show is so stupid. Anywho, never gonna happen, darling. Hope you enjoyed the vid. If you did, do give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel. Follow me on social media and YouTube for live streaming. Links are in the description box down below. And I'll be back with some more stuff very soon. You take care. Bye for now.